What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Houston versus Oklahoma State college basketball matchup going down Tuesday, February 6, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Houston and Oklahoma State. Houston coming into this one 19-3 on the year, 6-3 in conference play after a 78-65 loss on the road at the hands of Kansas in their last matchup, while Oklahoma State comes in 10-12 on the year, alternating wins and losses in each of their last 4 games. After a 75-72 win at home over Kansas State, they improved to 2-7 in conference play. But here's the problem for Oklahoma State: is that both of their wins as of late have come at home, and you take this team out on the road, they have had a comparable loss on the road, a close loss at Kansas State back on January 20th. But outside of that, you look at the road performances for Oklahoma State in conference play. Outside of that, 17-point loss to Texas Tech, a 24-point loss to Iowa State, and a 29-point loss to Kansas. And while the win over Kansas State was a solid win at home, it's still not often that you're seeing Oklahoma State putting up decent offensive numbers. If you look at the year, sure, this is a middle-of-the-road Oklahoma State team in terms of offensive efficiency. This Oklahoma State team likes to hang their hat on their defense, which is top 100 in adjusted defensive efficiency. And Oklahoma State, 117th in three-point shooting, 138th in two-point shooting. But the problem is once you take this team into conference play and you look at the conference-only numbers, it paints a different picture and not a good one. 13th in both offensive and defensive efficiency out of 14 teams. Oklahoma State, the worst offensive rebounding team in the conference. Second worst in effective field goal percentage on offense. Second worst in three-point shooting. They're shooting 69% from the foul line, putting them third worst in the conference. They're doing a good job of getting to the foul line. They're fourth in free throw rate on offense. But again, if you're only making 69% of your shots, it makes it really hard to feel good about it. I mean, volume is great, and if you can make a handful of them and cut down the misses, obviously that works in your favor. But you can't afford opportunities like that or deficiencies like that against Houston. Now, Houston hasn't been great in terms of keeping teams off of the free throw line. 12th out of 14 teams in free throw rate on defense. So, at least there's one thing that maybe Oklahoma State can do is maybe get to the foul line and have points and put points up when the clock is stopped, which is going to be big for them as a huge underdog here if they want to keep themselves in this game, or even, I know it doesn't matter to them, but even try to cover this thing. The problem is that Houston is elite defensively, and Kansas blew their doors off at Allen Fieldhouse. I won't lie to you, I was on Houston in that game because I thought the defense would travel, but Kansas had an abnormal shooting night. Like, nobody shoots like that the way that Kansas did against Houston in that game. Kansas shot 78% from 2-point range, shot 25 of 32. They shot 6 of 13 from behind the arc, 10 of 15 from the foul line. And Houston, as much as I like Houston's defense, when you're shooting 40% from 2-point range against a team that's shooting 78%, it makes it extremely hard for you to keep yourself in that game. And Kansas just came out. Allen Fieldhouse was once again a fortress, and Houston couldn't get the job done. The thing is, though, you take Houston and put them back at home at the Fertitta Center. That's where bad teams go to get crushed. Look at what they've done outside of the closer games they played earlier this season. They haven't really played any at home. They've all the close games they played have been on the road. Prior to the loss to Kansas and the win over Texas in overtime on the road, they beat Kansas State by 22. They beat UCF by 15, Texas Tech by 23, West Virginia by 34, and that's only in conference play. You go back prior to that, we're talking about 25-plus point wins on the regular for Houston at home, especially against lesser opposition. That's what Houston has done all year long. It's crush bad teams at home. And I'm not trying to knock Oklahoma State here, but this is not a good Oklahoma State team. I'm going to take Houston. I'm going to lay the big number, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.